Alright guys, today we're going to use Suno Studio to create a melody so that we can flip it into a Metro Boomin style beat. So I have an idea in my head and it goes dun, 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 dun. So I'm going to record this in audio. You guys can go straight to Suno and go to the left side where it says Studio. So basically in Studio, this is where we can create custom ideas. Let's click here. Let's go to New Project. And you guys can click this record button to record straight in. Because I'm doing video, it causes a lot of like really messy audio glitches, so I can't do it because I'm recording video, but you guys can go in and record it straight into Suno. So for me, I'm going to record it in FL Studio right now and just record this idea. So we're at 130 BPM. All you really need to note is a BPM. If you're in Suno Studio, you want to turn on what's called the metronome down here and just listen to this click and just kind of adjust it up or down. I'll keep this on manual and then we can go to plus to speed it up. Okay, so now we're at 130 BPM. This is about where I want to be. Let's go back in FL Studio, and I'm just going to hit record and record a dun, 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 dun. Let's record this in. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I want to make sure I cut the remainder. What we're going to do in FL is just double click on the file, right click, locate the file. It should pull up in your Finder if you're on a Mac. Okay, so we're going to just left click this and just drag it straight into Suno Studio just like that. It will find the BPM, it will find the key, it will analyze the audio to try to figure out what's actually inside. So I'd recommend when you guys, are using Suno Studio, make sure you label everything. So let's do mic original, so I know what's what, and I should hear the same exact thing I recorded in FL. Okay. Now this is without my effects on, so you're gonna hear like a little rumble. So let's loop this, and apparently I only did this for, okay, so this is why it's important. We want to grab this and drag it to the 1, or else you guys will have like a weird loop. And let's just drag this over to the 8th bar, and then we can delete this excess right here. Dun, 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 dun. So it normalized the vocal. It doesn't really matter. Let's click add track. So we're giving Suno Studio context to know what we're trying to create. So let's hit add track and let's switch this down here to brass. And I want to say like cinematic, what other, French horns. You don't have to be too specific here. Really just cinematic could be good enough. And let's hit create. This will cost us a couple credits. Now, I want to wait for this to create something, but let's add another track and let's make sure you guys click here again because it resets the song mode. Let's go to brass, and here we're going to do cinematic French horns and let's say brass ensemble, something like that. So it's more full, and we'll hit create. So we don't know what these are going to give us. They're going to give us 2 takes per track. So we're going to name this, let's rename this brass. Again, you want to get in the habit of naming stuff right away because by default stuff's not named. So it's going to cause you errors down the line. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's listen to our first. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now the only weird part is that in the beginning it glitched. So we lost about a half of a bar. I don't think that will make a difference, but we did lose some information there. I don't know why, because it did the same thing over here. So let's check these takes. So if you zoom in, it says show take lanes. This is basically another version of the generation. So let's click here. So again, I don't know why it just didn't generate the first half. This one's a little more like chord based, and I don't want this many chords. Dun, 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 dun. So that's more for like an actual movie. It has a chord behind it. So I do like version 1 here, and we're gonna click out of the show lanes. Dun, 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 dun. This one just completely disregarded my reference. Let's go back up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. that one sounds good, but it's a little too cinematic for Metro. So let's just go all the way back up. I think this first take was the best one. So now we have our brass. Let's think of other instruments we can add in here. So again, I'm going to label this stuff so I know what we're using and what we're not using. Now, if I'm truly going to delete something, I'll just click here and delete it so I don't get confused with which take is which. Let's add another track. And let's do, now flutes were cool last time, so let's just try some kind of flute. I don't know what it's going to sound like. I can't imagine a flute. But let's add a track. And what else would be in an orchestra? Let's do some kind of percussion. Now we should have done drums first so it had a rhythm to it. But in this case, it's not that big of a deal because they're spread out notes. Let's just say percussive layer, bongos and congas. And what else can I hear in this? Let's try like taiko drums or, yeah, let's just try taiko drums. Or what's the other one called? Tutti drums. So it's Tutti drums. I think it's Tutti or Tutty. I don't know how to say it. All right, so these are different style drums. They should be a bigger sound to it. Now, we're probably going to not use everything. I just want to hear what this stuff sounds like together. So the bongo is definitely not going to make it to the Metro beat. It's too fast. Kind of like the flute. I'm not sure if I like it enough. So let's try a different take. Try version 2. Yeah, I like version 2 much better. So the percussion we don't need. That was just for stuff to generate. So let's hear with these drums. These are the Tutti drums. Here's taiko drums. So if we were doing a commercial, we would do that. Now all these generations are missing the first half of like whatever the 2 beats are. Kind of weird that it's missing information. I've never seen that before. So all we're going to use here is flutes, and we're going to left click on the flute, drag it up. And everything else I'm just going to delete. So some stuff you might use, some stuff we're just trying to hear what it would sound like if we were to use all that. But keep it extremely simple so that we can rename this. Let's call this Suno Studio Metro Bowman. And now we want to drag this into our DAW. So we're going to mute this one, but we're going to go to File, Export, Multi-Track. And now it will export these 3 tracks into a zip folder that we can unzip and drag and drop straight into our DAW. So I'm going to pause the video until this is ready. All right, the files didn't take long. Let's double click here to unzip, and let's go into FL. Open up this folder here. We're going to highlight all these tracks, just drag them in. Remember, we have the same BPM, 130. All I want to do here is just mute the original track and I go to play. So the only thing we truly need to fix is that weird gap in the brass. I'm going to show you guys a really advanced FL technique. Basically, go to your slice tool, hit Alt, do a vertical slice, and we're going to zoom in to the very beginning of this brass, hit Alt, slice it out, highlight this part, and delete it. Now what we need to do is click in the top left to make this unique so it's seen as its own file. We're going to left click and drag it, hit Alt to the left, and now we can go to this audio clips here, go to stretch mode here, turn it on, hit Alt, and just drag this like this. You might not even have to time stretch that. Basically, all I did was just move this note back and elongate it so it fills in the gap. All right, now let's add some effects. Let's go to our channel rack here. Let's double click, hit Control L, send everything to the mixer. So let's start adding some effects. Let's mess with the new Omnisphere effects. Again, at this point, you guys could add anything. There's no like right or wrong thing to add. I'm just using Omnisphere because this is a brand new release. So we're adding halftime to it. Let's add some reverb. Alright, so now we got that. Let's turn the metronome on, make sure we're... Grab that slice tool, cut off any excess over the 8 bars. Alright, so now we just gotta add some drums and produce like normal. I don't think there's anything really to do to the brass creatively. Let's go in and let's add some more instrumentation here. Let's go to my plugin at busyworksbeats.com/black. You can find my new plugin in our biggest bundle here. We're gonna add a little back brass. So I'm trying to find the root note. Alright, so now I'm just going to find a tone that fits. Trying to hear the fifths. A little hard to hear of this brass. So we're playing fifths here. Alright, so this sounds are from my plugin at busyworksbeats.com/black. Hard to hear when everything is kind of offbeat. All right. Okay, this first note is the wrong note. So we have a very big sound, so we got to start managing all these sounds. So some of the notes in the brass are off. There's like a sound that goes bump, bump, and it's just not in the key. All right, so everything can be super loud. Now we need some bells to go with this. Bring, bring, ding, 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 ding. So we're playing fifths here. I'm just gonna play the notes so we could swap out the sound later. So now we have to balance the sounds. The staccato brass is going to point out, whereas the sustain plays on. So I'm just balancing the two. All right, I'm gonna take off some of the effects on the flute here. It's just all right, now let's trapify these sounds here. Let's add transporter. Start messing with this. This may or may not fit. All right, so let's start adding some drums so we can get some fillers to the rhythm here. Now we just got to balance the instruments. just trying to lock in the rhythm. Start thinking about the tone, the tonality, the key. See what happens if we change keys. I'm going to combine all the MIDI together. Hit Control Shift, highlight all the MIDI. Hit Control G to group it together. On the left side here, we're going to go to Pattern and transpose the pattern. I'm going to go up 3 keys, down 3 keys, and try different keys. And then we'll alternate. We will alter the audio afterwards. So now we're up 3. Like this key matches a little bit better. So what we're gonna do is basically just tune everything down 200 cents to make it fit this tuning. I feel like the brass is I played it a little stale. Too many chord changes. I think that's what's happening. So instead of all these chord changes, it's gonna have it play the downbeat. That way it's not too like moving. All right, so quickly we could just double click these, and I think if we right click here, we could split by channel. That way we have everything separate, and we could just arrange a little bit differently here. So I can visually see what's happening instead of trying to edit all that. I might redo the 808. So we need like one more instrument. I think we just need a vocal. So I might hop in the booth, do a little future style vocal. Just gotta figure out what key we're in. I think we're just missing vocals, so it feels empty. So we're in C minor. Load this up on auto-tune. And I'm just gonna do like a little future auto-tune. Where are you? Here we go. Auto-tune. Let's put this in C minor. We're gonna put it on fast mode. This future just has it on fast most of the time. Check. All right. Check. All right. Wrong mic. So let's switch this mic. Check. There we go. Check. Yeah. Hard motor, big as high, but a lot of times much. Frozen soda, bigger the pot, the bigger the quota. On my window, look for whoa. That's how I bring, that's how I go. Route my nigga, that's how I go. Stay with a trigger, that's on the low. Ride with a 40, that's with a foe. Carry the 40, that's with a pole. All the bitch shorty, that's all I know. Ride with my shorty, I got a roll. How to rock this stage. How to ride this lake. How to caddy, I ride this lake. Caddy resident. I forgot we have low. Clicks and crackles. Don't know how it happened. Outside with a captain. Roast out with my nigga. Look how you look. Pretty sure my nigga. They sound like Pluto. I feel like the snare. We need more snares. All right, so in order for me to catch the beat, we need like boom, boom, clap, 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 clap. And right now, the snares are just kind of like too spaced out. So that's what's missing to my ear. For me to latch on to even rhyme, I need like more in between stuff. So that's what we're gonna add in here. I'm also gonna render these melodies so we don't have any crackles. All right, let's record some more. Yeah. 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 Ice on wrist, I looking like a polar bear. Best I can, run on run, best that I can. Ride on niggas, stay with a plan. All our window, looking for drugs. Stay with a hoe, ride with a ride, stay with a hoe. I just need one good hook for this. One phone call, let me drink about it. Two phone call, let me drink about it. One phone call, let me drink about it. One for the cold, I need one for the rip. I need hot, let it lie, roll that, got that. That's all I know, bringing on rails, we're gonna find a hook in here somewhere. On my wrist, I got one. On my wrist, all I need, bounce all on, that's all I need. That's all I know, out the drum. Great, ain't no song, ain't no horn, I feel like the drums are just too slow. I might have to speed up the BPM. Let's mess with the BPM. I think it just needs to be faster.
Ay, 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 this what you want, right? This what you want, right?
Let's record something again here. Again, we're just freestyling ideas.
Yeah. All I know is get money, and we stay on the front. Battle times in the front. Witchy tie with you. All I bring with you. Yellow days in the front. Yellow days in the front. Yellow tape in the front. I been flying through the mall. Little ride, that's the show. It don't win no how to ball. I just stay a holla dog. Got my niggas down the ball. When we running through the ball. Then I hit up down the storm like.
I'm trying to see what octave we can mess with.
I need all the time in the world. That's my baby girl. Ay, Lord, no, that's what I need now. Time in the world. That's my baby girl. Hey, we gon' have something like that's I need on something, baby. I need all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ay, tugging all the quarter key and looking like a brick. Ay, stacking up cheese, trying to get this money big. Rockin' with my niggas, see the diamonds on the wrist. Ay, VVS diamonds, man, this shit like a kid. Ay, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ay, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit.
I think that's the bounce. I figured out the bounce.
Keep a couple habits on me, we don't need a bill. Ay, riding with the numbers on me, I just made some milk. Ay,
So that's what we're gonna do.
diamonds on my breast, that's how I feel. Ay, rockin' with my niggas, see the floors, you on the wheels. Ay, keep a couple diamonds when I ride through the bill. Ay, keep a couple diamonds.
Yeah, that's the flow.
I be
Just gotta think of something to say.
keep a couple diamonds on me, I still with the bill. Ay, riding with my niggas, I can roll through the field. In and out the country, get money with the sky. Riding with my niggas, and you know it's from the ride.
Rod doesn't sound cooler. I feel like it has to rhyme with like it. Or something like that.
All I know is get this money, baby, we legit. Ay, riding in my Lamborghini, line like a kid. Ay, all I know is stacking up this motherfucking chips. Ay, all my niggas shining, they be diamond it. Ay.
So this one took a lot of iterations to come up with that groove. So as you guys can see, like every melody isn't super cookie cutter ready to go. All right, that is gonna, let's see here.
Ride through the mall, little ride, it's a show. They don't win no how to ball, I just stay up.
So basically I'm just gonna find the area where I actually had that just so we can have it. a vocal present so I could wrap the stuff around the vocal.
Ride through the mall, little ride, it's a show. You don't win on how to ball, how to stay. I'm trying in the world, I did all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ayy, clubbing up, quarter key, you looking like a brick. Ayy, stacking up cheese, trying to get his money big. Rockin' with my niggas, he with diamonds on the wrist. Ayy, VVS diamonds, man, shit like a kid. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ayy, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit.
I think that's the bounce. I figured out the bounce. Yeah, it's definitely the bounce. So now it's just a matter of like writing something that actually makes sense. I don't have time to be writing. So I'm just gonna put these back to back. I don't even know if it's 8 bars. I know it took a while to get here, but we're here. All right, so that's the process of, and we still need like exciting sounds.
I did all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ayy, clubbing up, quarter key, you looking like a brick. Ayy, stacking up cheese, trying to get his money big. Rockin' with my niggas, he with diamonds on the wrist. Ayy, VVS diamonds, man, shit like a kid. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ayy, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit. All I know is get his money, baby, we legit. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, lying like a kid. Ayy, all I know is stacking up his motherfucking chest. Ayy, all my niggas shining, they be diamond it.
All right, so this is just a filler vocal. So we could, because this beat was so open, it's really hard to like see where it could go. And this is why, you know, some people, when they're producing, they go back and forth with the vocal. They don't just make a beat, make a vocal. It's like a back and forth.
I did all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ayy, clubbing up, quarter key, you looking like a brick. Ayy, stacking up cheese, trying to get his money big. Rockin' with my niggas, he with diamonds on the wrist. Ayy, VVS diamonds, man, shit like a kid. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ayy, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit. All I know is get his money, baby, we legit. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, lying like a kid. Ayy, all I know is stacking up his motherfucking chest.
All right, so let's just position this hook about every 8 bars or so. I definitely hear Amigos type of flow in this. I'm the new spider. I'm the new spider. So that type of flow, Wham.
I did all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ayy, clubbing up, quarter key, you looking like a brick. Ayy, stacking up cheese, trying to get his money big. Rockin' with my niggas, he with diamonds on the wrist. Ayy, VVS diamonds, man, shit like a kid. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ayy, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit. All I know is get his money, baby, we legit. Ayy.
Amigos. I might just record from here. Starting there, fighting it, hiding it. Thinking of what in it. Putting me on and biting it. But that's what I want in it. I sound like DG, shot in the E. So that's what I hear. I might pause the video to just freestyle. All right, so I'm getting more of a southern vibe on this, as you guys can hear from the hook and the little verse I added.
I did all the diamonds in the wrist, look legit. Ayy, clubbing up, quarter key, you looking like a brick. Ayy, stacking up cheese, trying to get his money big. Rockin' with my niggas, he with diamonds on the wrist. Ayy, VVS diamonds, man, shit like a kid. Ayy, riding in my Lamborghini, yours like a kid. Ayy, ride with a steaky on me, case it gets legit. All I know is get his money, baby, we legit. Ayy.
Shit, little bad baby, we gon' need 3 songs. Catch a ride round in a brand new Nissan. Arm out the window, got me screaming out free songs. Staying low key, but we hide in the tree song. Shit, little bad baby, we gon' need 3 songs. Riding the whip, cause my answers change up. Ain't got the change, get your change up. Now it's diced out so much that my wrist numb.
guys can hear the type of bounce I went for.
Get a little bad, baby, we gon' need threesome. Catch a ride round in a brand new Nissan. Arm out the window, got me screaming out free song. Staying low key, but we hide in the tree song. Shit, little bad, baby, we gon' need threesome. Riding in the whip, cause my ancestors chained up. Ain't got the chain, get your change up. Now it's diced out so much that my wrist numb.
So it's amazing what an artist can do when they're left with enough space. That's why sometimes beats just sound crazy without the vocals and you might scrap it. So this is just one of those cases where, like, if we would have scrapped this, we wouldn't have gotten that type of flow because there's so much open space that it creates the ability for the artist to come in a little bit early on the groove.
Get a little bad, baby, we gon' need threesome. Catch a ride round in a brand new Nissan. Arm out the window, got me screaming out free song. Staying low key, but we hide in the tree song. Shit, little bad, baby, we gon' need threesome. Riding in the whip, cause my ancestors chained up. Ain't got the chain, get your change up. Now it's diced out so much that my wrist numb.
So that type of southern bounce, you know, we wouldn't be able to have that if the 808 was moving every 3 seconds, filling in the gaps. So it's a very difficult thing to do. That's why I recommend you guys, if you can, record to your beats so that you can see how much open space you leave and how much space a vocal can actually take. We're going to end this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you want to learn more about Suno Studio specifically, go to busyworksbeats.com/premium. Peace out, guys.